Hello again. So I wanted to go over a few things that I will take with me. Might interest you if you consider, for example, a bike trip abroad. Then you might think, well, that's a good idea, perhaps to take with me as well. For if you rent a bike, for example, and yeah, that may seem strange, but for me, saddles are really important. So I'm going to take with me this saddle, the Sella Anatomica. I've had it for a long time, but still not used it. So I'm going to use this in Ukraine. Poland perhaps as well. I don't know how long I will be there. Probably not so long. So probably in Ukraine, where I will buy a bike if all goes well. Then I show this top tube bag already for the phone. I'm not really convinced that it works well. As well as a mount for the handlebar, like let's see this one, which is just rubber, or this one, which works pretty well. By the way, it's discolored. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but it's very similar to what happens with anodization if you put it in an oven. It's really interesting. I tried it, for example, with a Sofern pocket lamp. I took the front ring out and I heated it up, and it became bronze colored, very similar to this. But this is only from the sun, and I don't know why this part has been discolored, but this not. In any case, continuing, I showed this as well in the previous video. This is in a previous video, and I showed it in the beam shots. In beam shots in the video, comparing it with Safelite 80, the ROX MD6, and the Supernova M99 Dynamo light. I'll take this as a just-in-case light. It works on a 21700, by the way, but I also have a sleeve, so you can put an 18650 battery in it. And 18650 batteries are what I use in my normal pocket lights, but also in this Miller 102 that I can use as a power bank and as a charger for the 18650. This is very useful. I've used it since I think 2013 or 2014 on my trips. You can just put this in your pocket, it's very light, and you can use these batteries also in the pocket lights, or you can use the batteries from the pocket lights in this to use as a power bank to charge the phone, because the phone needs it for navigation. It drains the battery so quickly. So this power bank I showed in a previous video, and I tested it a bit more. The efficiency of the DC-DC converter is not that big, not that high. So it has a 6000 milliamp hour battery, it says, and I think that explains how much I put in, which was way more, but also that I got far less out of it. I could charge the phone which has a battery of about 4600 milliamp hour, but it's pretty good. Anyway, with this ML102 with a 3.5 amp hour 18650, I can charge the phone 46% approximately, and with the power bank with 6000 milliamp hour about 94%. So both don't have great efficiency in the DC-DC converter circuits, but that's used the norm really. I'll take this battery powered tail lamp with me just in case, similar to the the BO1 from Lumentop. Let's see, we've had this. I'll take a bell with me. Yeah, I could buy certain things in Ukraine, but I'm really particular about a lot of things for my bike, so I will take with me what I can find here or what I already have here. So this is the bottle cage that I already showed in the previous videos. Pretty useful for various diameters, especially good for these kinds of bottles, thermal bottles. This is one which has from Stanley, which has a button, and you can drink from it then. I would only use this for cold drinks. For hot drinks you will burn your tongue or your mouth with tea, etc. That just doesn't work. I think thermal cups in general are also problematic. I have one, and yeah, it's really only good for cold drinks. If you put hot tea in it, then 30 minutes later it's still too hot to drink. You do rely a bit on the cup or tea glass to take away a bit of the energy, so it cools it down from say 90 to a bit less than 80 degrees or so. For me, for others it's 65 or so. I like it at about 80. These two I will take with me just in case for transporting the bicycle on the trains in Ukraine. Then I will need to take off the wheels, I was told. So this is for the rear wheel to protect the frame, and this for the front to protect the front fork. This is actually a converter from 15mm to standard quick release axle. This is for protection for small thermal bottles and a carry strap. What do we have here? My computer that I bought second hand in January to test pedal frequencies, etc. on my touring bike. I will take that to use there. I will take a lock with me, a bike lock, frame lock, because I intend to buy a second-hand bicycle, and usually the bicycles come from Germany. And that means that they have mounts for frame locks, and frame locks are very useful, so I will take that, but also plug-in chain. So this one that goes into the frame lock. Another bike bottle holder. This is from the American. This is the American version, King Cage. There's also a version by, what's it called? The Morse Cage, which is a different, not this design. This design was recommended to me as being very useful for on the down cage, so that the bottle definitely will not fall out. So I'm taking this. This bottle, Elite Ice Fly. I will also take this rain protection for the saddle, and this is a bag that I used in Poland and Ukraine as well, which is a thermal bag actually, but a small one, but it's actually quite useful to put things in on the handlebar. Oh yeah, and of course with the bike tools that I already showed, I will take this. This is actually from IKEA. It's supplied with what kind of furniture or something, with some Allen keys or hex keys to give a longer lever, and that's actually useful for on this Parktool CT5 chain breaker, because I think this is a bit too short and this lengthens it. So this is actually from IKEA. Then what I will take, I will take these pedals. And again you may think, yeah, okay, why do you take pedals with you and makes your bag really heavy? Yeah, that's true. Maybe I will take an extra bag with me for all the bike stuff. I don't know yet how much it's going to be. But yeah, I don't want to be dependent there or have long waiting times to buy something. So I want to take stuff with me that I already have and which I like. And this Crosso bag I will take also. Well, two I will take. I think that's it. So maybe that'll be of interest to you. If you make a long bike trip, you could decide on what could be useful for you to take with you to mount on a bike that you ride there, that you hire or even buy. But you could use it on a rental bike as well, of course. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.